Okay, for the next few minutes, I want you to forget who you think you are. You're not watching an explainer about some monster. No, this is about you.
It's not like waking up from a long nap. It's a shattering, a violent, sudden return to consciousness after what feels like an eternity of total silence. The world just rushes in, and it's cold and it's loud.
You were sealed down here, like a god trapped in a tomb of ice after a big fight with some local rival. For centuries, you were just dormant. But now, these tiny, noisy little creatures, they've gone and melted your prison. They call it science. You just call it freedom.
The memories, they're all scrambled, right? These humans, they've got a name for you, Monster Zero. But you can feel a truer name, something echoing from the stars, a legend about a golden dragon. You're not just a monster, you're a cataclysm with a past you can't quite remember.
All right, first things first. As you're waking up, you've got to reclaim your sense of self. You need to remember what you are. And let me tell you, the sheer scale of your being is the first clue.
Let's just start with your height. You are basically the apex titan of this entire planet's ecosystem. You don't just stand on the horizon, you are the horizon.
And then there's your weight, and that is all muscle, bone, and raw bioelectric fury. Seriously, every single step you take is its own little localized earthquake.
Now these numbers are so big they're almost meaningless, right? So let's put them into perspective. You are heavier than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Your wingspan? It could cover 3 football fields side by side. Think about that. Every flap of those wings displaces enough air to just knock over skyscrapers like they're dominoes.
So, why are you so impossibly huge? It's simple, really. You didn't evolve here. You're an invasive species, but on a planetary scale. Your biology is just fundamentally incompatible with this world. Now, that makes you powerful for sure, but it also means you're utterly alone, like a virus in a foreign body. A cosmic invader with 0 allies.
This alien nature of yours, well, it grants you powers that basically defy this planet's physics. You're not just a creature, you're a living, breathing weather system. And let's be super clear about this. You don't summon storms. No, your body generates this massive electromagnetic field that completely disrupts global weather patterns. Your very presence twists the atmosphere into a vortex of pure chaos. You don't just cause the storm, you are the storm.
And your arsenal? It's godlike. I mean, from your mouths, you're firing these gravity beams that turn human weapons into little toys. Through your wings, you can suck up an entire city's power grid and just unleash it as this torrent of lightning. Those exact same wings create Category 5 hurricanes just by flapping. Gravity itself literally warps around you, and your roar alone can kill without even touching anything.
But inside this walking apocalypse, there's a conflict, a constant internal battle for who's in charge, because you are one being, but you're also 3.
So let's meet the family, shall we? You've got the center head. He's the strategist, the commander, the one calling the shots. Then there's the right head. He's the focused attacker, all about those precise, aggressive strikes. And then there's the left head. He's the wild card. Unpredictable, gets distracted super easily, and is probably reacting to threats that aren't even there.
And this is the paradox, right? Is this a tactical advantage or a fatal flaw? I mean, on one hand, that unpredictability is absolutely terrifying to your enemies. But on the other, this internal chaos, this lack of coordination, it can be your undoing. If that one head gets distracted in the middle of a fight, you miss your shot, you lose momentum. A single moment of disagreement between your 3 minds can be a fatal error.
You know, for all your immense power, you are not invincible. Your alien biology comes with a set of very specific and very terrestrial weaknesses. Your power is in the air, right? Which means you've got a ton of weaknesses. Water is basically your kryptonite, gets you under the waves and you're helpless. Extreme cold, it can trap you in ice for thousands of years. On the ground, you're clumsy, weighed down by your own mass. And your energy, it drains constantly, forcing you into this desperate hunt for storms to feed on. And if you find yourself in clear skies, your powers weaken, big time.
The best way to think about it is like this. You're a living power plant, but one that is constantly on the verge of short-circuiting. This constant, ravenous hunger, that's your primary driver, but it's also your greatest vulnerability. Without storms or power grids to drain, you're just a starving, fading god.
But there is one final, truly terrifying aspect to your nature. A quality that suggests you're more than just some biological creature. Because for you, death is, well, it's temporary.
I mean, your regenerative abilities are almost instantaneous. If a head gets lopped off, a new one just grows back in moments. To your enemies, you seem truly, fundamentally unkillable. Think about this. Even this planet's ultimate superweapon, the oxygen destroyer, the device that literally disintegrated your greatest rival, it's completely useless against you. Your alien physiology just ignores it. But this right here reveals your ultimate secret. Even if your body is utterly destroyed, your consciousness can survive inside a single, severed piece. From that one fragment, your very essence can be transferred into a new vessel. It's a true path to immortality.
So this leaves us with one final, kind of haunting question. If you can regenerate from any wound, if you can survive the complete destruction of your body, and you treat death like it's just a temporary inconvenience, what are you? You're not just a predator from another world, you're a consciousness, a storm of will, an idea that cannot be killed. So, who are you really?